Good morning, children. Welcome back to your business study online class. And today we will be discussing about technique of managerial control. Before that, I would just like to give you certain instructions regarding COVID-19, and that was how we can able to protect ourselves and what are the different appropriate behavior of COVID-19 which we are supposed to follow in our life. Students, we are able to protect ourselves from COVID-19 by following the three appropriate behavior of it, and that will be wearing mask properly. The second, sanitizing your hand or washing your hand properly. And third will be maintaining social distancing from each other. These are the three ways by which we can protect ourselves and our country also. Now, student, let's start the technique of managerial control. Now, when we talk about this chapter of controlling, we have discussed about the controlling, how controlling play a very important role into any organizations. How the deviations which occurred in the process of controlling can be analyzed by a manager and then corrective action is taken by him. Today we will be talking about the technique by which a manager control the things, or technique by which a manager analyzes the deviations and find out the deviations. So basically the technique of managerial controlling is divided into two parts, and that is called as traditional technique and modern techniques. Now, as the name is saying, traditional technique means all those techniques which we are using into our organization from a long period back, right? Like we have example of personal observations. What happened basically, hey, where a manager personally observed the work of employee into the organization. That is a traditional technique which is running into organization from a long period of time. Statical report basically mean where a employee or a manager present the information or important information in a form of stats, in a form of chart, in a form of tabulation, in a form of ratios. This is statical reports. Break-even analysis. Break-even analysis basically means where the informations are made in such a way that it will be clear for a manager that after which point the company or organization will start getting the profit. And next was budgetary control. It means estimation or pre-planning in a form of numerical way. Let's discuss all these different technique of traditional into a deep manner. So the first technique was personal observation. Now, when we talk about personal observation, this was a traditional technique which is using into the organization from a long time back. Like personal observation, what a manager basically used to do, he collect the information into first hand. Collecting information into first hand basically means he took information from his own manner. It create us why? Just because to create a psychological pressure on the employees to see that they have to perform well because somebody is going to observe them. And this observation or this feedback is not from any other person. This feedback is directly taken by a manager. Like we can take example of personal observation as a form of your class. When you have been given certain work to do and your teacher is going to observe it personally into the class how you are doing it. This is a form of traditional technique under personal observation. Now we have a some withdrawn of this traditional technique also, some disadvantage of traditional technique also, that it's took very long time or it's a timing consuming process to observe each and everything into the organization or to observe each and every behavior or activity of an employee into the organization. That is the reason that personal observation technique is utilized still somewhere into the organization but not all. This was the first technique of traditional technique, that was personal observation. Now next is statical report. Now statical report means which represent the stats subject here. Statical subject means or statical report means where a manager is getting information or where he is going to analyze the information in the form of average, in the form of percentage, in the form of ratios, correlations, so in form of graphs, in form of table, in form of charts. This is what these all are the way of conducting the information. These all are the way of getting the information in a form of stats. So when a manager receives the information as a form of statistical data, like in average basis, percentage basis, ratio basis, or in a form of graph table, which is very easy to present. We call that method as a statistical report method. Now in statistical report method, whatever information is going to be presented to the manager, it is going to be present in a form of charts, in a form of graph, or in a form of table, so that easily it can be allow a manager to understand it, and he can easily able to compare it with the previous performance to see that what are the benchmark means the standard, the criteria for achieving which we are working. So what are the benchmark and how much we have received. So this is the second way by which a manager can able to analysis the information into the organization. Statistical report. Now third was break-even analysis. Break-even analysis is another technique of traditional technique which was using from a long period of time back, and here a manager used to study the relationship between three things. Means here the manager has to go deeply into the study of three things of the organization. Once the cost of the particular project, the volume means the output or the unit, and third will be the profit. It means the manager is going to see the relationship between these three things: the cost, volume, and profit. Volume you can understand means how much unit we are producing. Profit means in which unit after producing or after selling what unit we are going to get profit. And cost means the expenditures of for production of or for selling of any unit. Now when we talk about cost here students, you have to understand that it's asking or it is including both the cost, that is the fixed cost also and the variable cost also. The fixed cost remains constant to each and every areas, to each and every unit it's fixed, and the variable cost according to the changes into the volume of a unit, the variable cost can also be changed. Now break even analysis can be understood that hey, we have to see that a point where there is no profit and there is no loss. So this point will come when we are making a unit in such a way. Unit means we are doing the production in such a way that any production point where there is no profit, where there is no loss, that particular point will be called as a break even point. And this point is came after the intersection of total revenue and total cost, right? This you will understand by a diagram also. This is the diagram given here. Now as you can see the downside, this you can see, this is 25, 50, 75. These are what? These are the cell volume. Cell volume means these are the product in unit which we are going to sell. Means 25 unit, 50 unit and 75 unit, right? And in this side its cost and revenue is written in lakh amount, right? Now this line is where it's written loss is a fixed line. It means these are the expenditures which are going to be incurred whether we are going to produce cell unit of 25, 50,000, 75. This is going to be fixed. That is the reason we have made a straight line over there, horizontal basis. Now that from the downside a line will be there which will be called as a total revenue line. Means how much revenues we are receiving, and after the fixed cost the another charges which occurred, that will be included as a form of variable cost. Now the point where the total cost and total revenue intersect with each other, that point is called as break even point. You can see it from the arrow also, like 50 is the cell volume point where the total cost line and the total revenue line are intersecting each other. So this point will be called as break even point. Break even point means on the cell volume of 50 unit there is no profit and there is no loss. If we go beyond 50 cell volume there will be losses, and if we go above 50 volume of selling there will be profit. So this is how we can able to take out the break even point. Break even point means a situation into the organization where there will be no profit and no loss, that is 50. Below 50 if we are doing selling the volume, or if we are selling the output, if we are selling the production amount, it will be a losses. Above 50 it will be a profit. Now this is the third technique of traditional, and the fourth was budgetary control. Now budgetary control is also a very old technique which is used from a long period of time into a small organization also, or into a bigger organization also. Budget controlling is basically a technique where a manager control all operation are in a advanced manner. It means a manager plan each and everything into advanced manner. He or she plan it's all the operation, it's all the project into advanced manner in a form of budget, or then he try to compare that budgetary standard with the actual result. Now this comparison is necessary to take action so that organization objective can be accomplished. Now in simple language we can say that what a manager is doing into a budgetary control is he is making plan for the project or for any operation in advance. Now once that advance plan has been made, that is made in a form of budget, in a form of quantitative statement, in a form of numbering statement. Now once the actual result will be achieved, the manager is going to compare that budgetary standard with the actual standard, and then in case of there is any deviations, they are going to take action according to that only, so that organization objective can be accomplished. Now budgetary control can be understood as a quantitative statement also, or this quantitative statement is basically made for a particular fixed period of time, and there is always a objective behind this. If a budget is made in a form of quantitative but there is no period mentioned over there, there is no objective mentioned over there, it will be not called as a budgetary control. Now the next was the time or the different advantage which a budgetary control give to the manager. Now if we have planned our project, or if we have planned our operation before, how we will be doing the things, so what will happen here? Budgetary control is focusing on a specific time bound target. Means budgetary control, I have explained you, it's basically a statement in a quantitative manner which is related with a particular time period for achieving a objective. So what is happening here? Budgeting is giving advantage to the organization and a manager also, that we can able, a manager can able to focus into a specific time beyond or a time bound target to achieve that into the organization. The next advantage budgeting gives us that it is basically provide motivation to the employee. Why? Because every employee into the organizations are knowing that what are the standard for which they have to work. So even they know that if they will work according to the benchmark or the standard which is decided by the manager, they are going to be get appreciated. So it enable them to do work in much better manner. Next is budgeting help in optimum utilization of resources. It means by budgeting what we are doing, we are planning everything before, right? So what is happening here? Because of this advanced planning, the resources are utilized properly. It is utilized into those departments only where it is actually required. The next advantage budgeting is giving is budgeting is also used for achieving coordinations. How? In our organization, students, there are lots of department work, right? Every department have their own areas and own goals. Now it is the duty started for an organization or a manager to do things in such a way that all the department can work for the same areas, because all are linked with each other.